In a world where food choices are increasingly tied to ethics and culture, even something as seemingly simple as milk has become a battleground. A quiet yet fierce debate is unfolding between two global giants, India and the United States. The idea of non-vegetarian milk has raised eyebrows, challenging long-held assumptions about dairy. Welcome to Spin the Globe, where we delve into stories from around the world. The term non-vegetarian milk may sound surprising, as milk has traditionally been considered a vegetarian product. However, in recent years, it has become a subject of international controversy. The trade deal between India and the United States is yet to be finalized, and one of the key issues where a consensus is yet to be reached is India's willingness to allow America's dairy imports into the country. One of the key reasons why India is reluctant to allow the import of milk from the US is that cows there are fed animal-based products like meat or even blood. This milk is now being classified as non-vegetarian due to the animal-based feed in its production. Now, according to the reports, India has taken a firm stance, drawing a red line against the import of such non-veg dairy, citing both cultural sensitivities and ethical concerns. Now let's talk about what non-veg milk really is and why India is saying no to US dairy amid trade talks. Now, as per the 2023 World Atlas reports, around 38% of India's population follows a vegetarian diet. For many, particularly Hindus, milk and ghee are not just dietary staples. They are sacred, used in religious rituals and offerings. This deep cultural and spiritual connection makes the import of this so-called non-vegetarian milk a firm red line for India. Now, on this matter, India has demanded stringent certification protocols for food imports to ensure full transparency about whether cows have been fed animal-derived products such as meat or blood. Notably, cows in the United States are sometimes fed unconventional animal byproducts, including parts of pigs and fish, chickens, horses, and even cats and dogs. While regulations exist to limit the use of animal-derived ingredients in cattle feed to prevent disease transmission, some reports reveal that low-cost feed additives can include a mixture of bedding materials, feathers, leftover feed, and chicken droppings, raising further concerns about feed safety and ethics. In 2021 to 2022, the Food Safety and Standard Authority of India proposed a ruling stating that if the milk used in the dairy products comes from cows that are fed animal-based feed, the product must carry a non-veg symbol on its packaging. This move, however, sparked objections from the American companies and trade groups who argued that milk should be still considered vegetarian since it's produced by the cow's body and not derived directly from the feed. The dairy trade dispute goes beyond just imports. It directly impacts millions of Indian farmers and their livelihoods. Let me tell you more about this. A recent analysis by the State Bank of India estimates that Indian dairy farmers could face annual losses of up to rupees 1.03 lakh crore if the sector is open to dairy imports from the United States. The report highlights that the vulnerability of small-scale farmers, pointing to the extensive subsidies granted to American dairy products. The dairy sector plays a vital role in India's rural economy, contributing to around 2.5 to 3% to the national gross value added, which translates to approximately 7.5 to 9 lakh crore. Despite the trade deal negotiations dragging on, India continues to resist pressure from the United States to open its dairy and agricultural markets. India's reluctance is rooted in its commitment to protecting millions of small and marginal dairy farmers who form the backbone of the sector. As India stands firm on its dairy policies, the question still remains: how will the nation balance tradition, farmer welfare, and global trade pressures in a rapidly changing world? The answer will shape not just an industry, but the very fabric of India's rural economy and cultural identity. What are your thoughts on this video? Do let us know in the comment section below.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.